Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to reading for the week of September 4th. We're just going to jump right in here, Aquarius, and we are going to see what is going on for you. You start off, we're doing past, present, future, and outcome today. And in your past position here, you have this standstill and success card. So, after a period of being in a standstill, it looks like you could be gaining some sort of success. I have like the words, it's almost like I'm hearing the proof is in the pudding or something like that, but I feel like it's like you're getting proof, that something is going to work for you, or that something is kind of pushing your life in the right direction. It's like, this message in a bottle card as well. Here, it kind of is pointing in a direction. You can see that the bottle is like pointing forward here, and you have the Eight of Wands. Like, I'm noticing all these cards that are pointing. The Hierophant is pointing to the heavens, right? So, it's like really I get this sense of that you're kind of like on track. Maybe that's what this is saying for once. It's like I almost can't believe my eyes here, Aquarius, because this is one of the first readings I've done for you in a while where I feel there's a change, where, something feels different to me. And I feel like you notice this as well. It's like you probably can feel the change happening, or you're noticing a change. I would also say to you, Aquarius, that if you are feeling like weird or anything like that, just know that it probably is whatever change is happening in your life. We're going to have to see, what this change is exactly. So, let's look into it. But for some of you, again, like I said, I can't believe my eyes. It's like you're no longer stuck here any longer. So I feel for some of you, you're setting yourself free from a period of time where you've been stuck. I do feel there is a great sense of clarity here as well. It's like sometimes, I feel like I said this to you in your last reading. It's like, you have the King of Swords here. Sometimes I think during retrogrades, we can have more clarity because, we are revisiting things from the past, not like people, but, we're kind of processing old information during retrogrades, and we can gain a lot of insights by doing that, but we can also gain a lot of clarity by doing that as well. And that's kind of like part of this standstill, is that maybe you haven't been moving in a direction, and now it looks like a bunch of movement. Again, that's the part that I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Aquarius is finally, making, it's finally moving. It's finally making some moves here. You have the Ten of Wands, which is also a card of a standstill, by the way, the Knight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Again, this is coming up in your past position, so it wouldn't surprise me if some of you have been feeling, I know you've been feeling stuck in the mud for a very long period of time. It's like you're trying to work towards the Ten of Pentacles. Everybody's trying to work towards the Ten of Pentacles. We have Uranus and Taurus. With Uranus and Taurus, pretty much everybody is working on building and leaving a legacy, and that's what I feel like you could be doing, is that you're working towards, building something very solid and very stable and successful in your life. It could just be your life in general. It could also be, a business, a relationship, doesn't really matter. You have the Knight of Wands. I feel you felt this way for a long time. You have felt like you're kind of running back and forth. I feel more like pickle. It's like you've been stuck in a pickle. It's like you run over here, then you have to run over here, then you have to run over here. There's this kind of back and forth energy that I'm getting with the Knight of Wands. I don't even think, there's no doubt about it. It could have been, you could have dealt with inconsistent people in your life, but, I really just feel this is more of how you feel the energy has been in your life, is more kind of like you're always running towards one thing and then having to run back to another, That's kind of how it's popping into my head. The good news is it's over. So there you go. You have the Page of Pentacles. You've learned a lot through this process, and ultimately, I think that in the future, because this is your future position here, you're going to see how all of this was not for nothing, right? It's like I said, I can't believe my eyes. It's like you're at the end of maybe that's how you feel. Like you can see the finish line off in the off in the distance, but I feel like it's right there. And maybe you can't believe your eyes. Maybe you can't believe that you're finally getting to a finish line, or it's like finally the end of this kind of like back and forth energy, and you're finally starting to see like the fruits of your labor or something, right? With the Ten of Wands, you have the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Pentacles twice here. I feel like you have been working diligently. You've been working and kind of just like, putting in the progress. I'm hearing the word milestone as well. So some of you could be reaching like a certain, milestone in your life at this time, like this week. If there's like a certain number that you want to hit in business or work, or if there's a certain, something that you want to accomplish or you see as a milestone, I think that Eight of Pentacles is saying that you're hitting it because you've just been putting in the work. With the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, you have the Two of Cups here. There could be love coming in for you if you want it. Two of Cups is a perfect match. And you have the Hierophant right next to that as well. And you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is like the best love card in the tarot. And yes, it's a Pentacle card, but it represents everything you want and desire in your life. So there could be a very solid connection coming in for you as well. It could be a fire sign, could be any sign. You have Earth here as well, and air. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands says you haven't given up, which is kind of what I was feeling on the two eights. The Eight of Pentacles twice. I was getting milestone, though, on the Eight of Pentacles. Again, to me, a milestone is like, kind of like reaching a goal or, or like a certain number. Maybe it's like a certain number of sales in your business, or it's like if you're on YouTube, maybe it's like, a certain amount of subscribers that you're getting. It's like that type of feeling. I hope that makes sense. That's what I'm getting there. Next, in your present position, you have this Change in the Wind card and this Message in a Bottle card here. Again, I feel that you're kind of like on point. It's like you're going in the right direction in life, and it's almost like these two cards are saying that something has been initiated. You know what I mean? It's like, or maybe you've been initiated because you have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is kind of like a card of initiation, and not really, but kind of, because he has these 3 levels to his crown, which represent initiation, apprenticeship, and mastery. So, again, it's like maybe you've been initiated into something, or that's how you feel. There's something very important about the change of about the milestone that you're hitting here. If you are hitting a milestone, like I wish I could, I wish I knew what I was talking about here, Aquarius, because then I could tell you what I'm talking about. But it's like, I don't know. It's like, I think you when you hit certain milestones in your life, you notice that there are other benefits, right? It's like, just using YouTube as an example, I hit 100,000, for example, and I started growing like faster at that point. But it's like, is it because I learned more, or is it just that number? It's like, there's some proof that if you have a bunch of subs on YouTube that you actually grow faster than everybody else because, people think, whatever, because you have more subs, right? And so it's like, I think that there's something like that happening for you where it's like you're being initiated into something in your life, or maybe you're reaching some sort of milestone. For some of you, this milestone could be getting married, and it's like there are additional benefits that you are getting. Again, Ten of Pentacles right here. So I can't believe it. You're finally at the end of this long journey. You have the Eight of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands is quick success, a quick conclusion. I am hearing that you need to watch your words here as well, Aquarius. So I feel like I just called you Capricorn, but sorry, Aquarius, if I did. But anyway, I feel you need to, really, really good energy I'm getting here. But I also do feel like, make sure that as you're, if you're becoming more successful this week, or if you're seeing that finish line, if you can't believe your eyes, believe it. I feel that, this is saying like, don't see the finish line of something and then be like, oh no, this is too good to be true, right? Don't run away from something that could be really good for you. You have the Hierophant here. I was getting like some sort of milestone here that between the two Eight of Pentacles. This is a card of initiation, so some of you could be being initiated into something like literally, or this could be more figurative as well. You could be getting like a, you could be getting some sort of certification or something like that. I also feel that it is a very kind of spiritual time right now. So, the Hierophant is the bridge between the heavens and the earth. I feel like I'm getting the words, all you have to do is ask, right? So right here, all you have to do is ask the universe or tell the universe what you want. And I feel like the universe is going to deliver. Look at that. I mean, these cards are all really positive, except for the Five of Cups. But I don't know if you saw it, but the Five of Cups came up in reverse in the beginning anyway. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Again, Eight of Pentacles is kind of diligent work. I feel like you've just been working and haven't picked your head up to, look at how far you've come, and how I feel like you haven't picked your head up and kind of seen what is going around you at this time. And so, again, but I feel like you're about to, is what this Eight of Pentacles is saying. You're about to see all the progress that you're making. You end with the Knight of Pentacles, which is a card of progress. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that something is for you and you're going to be successful, then you will be successful. So it's a card of belief in believing something so deeply that you make it true. So definitely time to, make something true. Definitely time for you to believe something by committing to it. But we're not talking about like really committing to it. We're talking about committing to it inside of you. You know what I mean? Like committing to the belief. With the Hierophant, you have the Three of Swords. It's funny that I just said the word belief, because this could be the removal of some sort of belief, which would be a good thing, actually. For some of you, this could be a divorce, but, I would say that you are already going through it. And we have law and order right here with the King of Swords. So I wouldn't be too concerned about it, but there is something that you're dealing with here. Ten of Wands to that Three of Swords. We're going to have to see what comes up over here, again, but do I really feel like that's that big of a deal? No. Again, if you're going through something, ask the universe for help, right? We'll have to see what comes up in that other position. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Page of Swords. Everybody's been getting the Page of Swords, for, I don't know, weeks now. And I tell people that the Eight of Swords is about being curious. It says, if there's something you don't know or something that you want to learn about, or something that you're curious about, learn about it. Knowledge is power, really, with the Page of Swords, but through following your curiosity. It's like chances are the universe could be trying to get your attention on something that it could be very successful for you, but you have to, but you're just going to be curious about it, right? And then you have to take it from there. Next, in your future position, you have this horse. It says freedom and action on it. You have this birds card. It says news and messages. You have the Eight of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. You have the Page of Swords here. The Knight of Pentacles as well. These are all cards that could represent communication or messages. You have this message in a bottle card as well. So I do feel that there could be an important message that's coming in for you here. And it's like something, again, that message in a bottle card, I feel like it's pointing towards like your highest good, So whatever message is coming in for you at this time, I feel that it's going to, bring you closer to your higher good. It looks like a good message, though. It could be one. I am getting something about travel or moving for some of you. For others, it could just be movement in the sense that you are Three of Wands here. You have the Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Wands. Three of Wands could say that you're getting out on these ships and you're going on an adventure. So, again, I feel there could be good news about some sort of adventure in your life, or, an adventure that you're about to go on. I also do feel a lot of expansion here. Normally with the Three of Wands, I feel like, what are you waiting for? It's my card of waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. I feel like you get this card with me all the time, and I'm always saying that to you. But what I would say is I feel like you're kind of taking control. I'm actually wondering for some of you if like a breakup or separation is the thing that has motivated you to, get moving here, or is the thing that has kind of, set you free in some ways. And now you're taking control of your life. I always say the Wheel of Fortune, it's your destiny, but it's your destiny in the sense of it is your personal vision. It's like how you see your destiny. So, it's like, it's a good card, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people give the Wheel of Fortune like too much, not too much credit, but I think they make it sound better than it actually is. It's a good card, don't get me wrong, but there are some things that we have to do with the Wheel of Fortune. We want to be at the center of the wheel. We need to realize that good things and bad things are always going to happen in life. And, being at the center of the wheel means that when good things happen, you double down on those opportunities. When bad things happen, you don't run away from them. You face them head on, and you conquer your challenges, right? And you don't, like I said, most importantly, you don't run away. And more importantly, again, double down on the things that go well in your life. Not enough people do that. When something is successful, not enough people are like, I better double down on this to get more out of it, or to expand it in some way. And you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands can be a card like that says expand your victories. When you have a win, make it bigger, even if that's just in your head, even if you're just celebrating it more, right? You have the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. It forms the tree of life. Again, this is something that we work towards for the rest of our lives, is the Ten of Pentacles. It's kind of like building and leaving a legacy. And so I feel a lot of you, maybe you're seeing how to be able to do this, or you're just getting a better idea of what directions or changes or things you need to do to be able to build and leave a legacy, right? Let's see. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords here. You have the King of Swords twice. I kind of do feel, again, that you're kind of, that you are at the end of this, finish line. Again, you can't believe your eyes. You can't believe that you're getting somewhere this week, right? And the King of Swords is a sense of, number one, it could be you getting to that position, but it could also be justice, like feeling like the universe is on your side for once, like I said. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Tower here. Again, could be a surprise going on here. For some of you, again, I do feel there has been like a breakup or a separation here. But again, it looks like you're getting some sort of, justice in this situation. Definitely, I feel hasn't been easy. So, I like it. The Tower also reminds us to be different. The Tower, it falls because the people inside of it have been ignoring reality. So it's like you're about to, this reading looks like to me that you're about to step into a world for yourself that is very different. And so again, I think I said this earlier on maybe the Eight of Wands in your reading. I got this sense of like needing to make sure you don't run away. It's like when sometimes, we can have a good Tower moment, but also it's kind of like a choice. It's like saying you can stay in your old life, which is this tower that's collapsing, and what do you think the result of that is going to be? Or you can, cross this finish line and you can experience a new life. But it could be, culture shock. It could be, there could be some sort of shock in the sense that your new life is better in a lot of ways, but also harder. It's like, obviously, if you start making a bunch of money, it makes your life harder because there's like a bunch of other things that go along with that, like certain responsibilities, paying taxes, and, all that other stuff, right? So it's like, on one hand, I see this as very good. On the other hand, it's like more responsibility. So I feel like this reading is saying, are you going to step up to the plate? But I think I was getting something also where I was saying, the proof is in the pudding. I think that this is the result of all your work. It's almost like you've earned this, With the Three of Wands, you have the Strength card. For some of you, it could be a Leo coming in for you. Some of you could be surprised by a person here. There could be a person telling you that they're interested in you. And again, you could just be surprised by this. Definitely could be a fire sign for sure. If that's what you want, like I said. I also feel like you've developed a lot of strength here. Through maybe a breakup or separation. This could be a past person trying to come back here. Again, Venus retrograde, even though the Venus retrograde is over, doesn't matter. Mercury retrograde, if you're watching this on the 4th, by the way, is what I'm talking about. It's over on the week of the 4th. So, what I would say here is that, still, doesn't matter. Still in the shadow, still Mercury retrograde. I would be careful. For your outcome here, you have this pufferfish card. It says, know your limits and your boundaries. You have this blue lobster. It says, you're 1 in a million. Embrace the rarity. There you go. There's no one like you here, Aquarius. And I feel like you need to realize that. So, I feel you need to kind of embrace your own unique path and talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Five of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles is like putting in the work, and, again, I was getting the word progress. He does represent progress. Normally, I am not a big fan of the Knight of Pentacles. He's too slow. He normally isn't making moves, but, again, intuitively, I feel like you're making progress here, so, we're going to go with it. We'll take it. It's a good thing. You have the King of Swords. I kind of feel that this is how you are showing up in the reading. You're just showing up as yourself. You're showing up in a position of power and strength here, and, I feel you're showing up in a position of making really good decisions as well, so love it. You do have the Five of Cups here. Again, I would be careful of a past person coming back who has regrets here. He has these 2 cups behind him, and then that leads to this bridge in the castle. So again, some of you, if you're having, I don't even think, everyone's had the Tower this week, by the way. So it's another one of those weeks where we'll probably see some sort of global, Tower moment. But what I would say is that if you do have some sort of Tower, it could be like a blessing in disguise, or and there's like a better opportunity, right behind you, basically. Sorry, wrong side. So right here, there's an opportunity that maybe looks small at first, but it actually leads to the bridge in the castle, right? So let's see where this is going. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Swords, a victory, again, and this, I mean, for a very small percentage of you, I do feel that this right here could be the truth. So it could be a person who's coming in to reveal the truth to you, and like I said, I would be careful. This person could be like getting their karma with the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune, and they, so it's like, are they coming back to really apologize, or are they just coming back because the universe has, put them through a meat grinder, basically? That's what's popping into my head. With the King of Swords, you have the Eight of Wands. Yes, quick success. Your focus is going to be super important this week. You have the Eight of Wands with the King of Swords, Eight of Wands with the King of Swords right here. So I feel that what you focus on is what you are going to get. Keep it positive. With the Five of Cups, you have the Five of Swords. Yeah, I mean, again, some of you, this could be communication here from a person that hurt you, or like from some sort of breakup or a separation. And, it could be surprising with the Tower. I don't think you necessarily have to respond, right? You could block and move on. You could do pretty much anything here, Aquarius, but, that's what I'll say there. We're pulling 5 main themes now. I would be careful of the drama, especially if you're dealing with a Leo or a fire sign here. If you're already dealing with a Leo or fire sign, I would be careful of getting involved in drama. I would avoid drama. It is weird, though. I feel on this card, just like intuitively, that some of you, I feel you are seeing the people in your life that cause drama, or you're seeing how that can be addictive, and I feel like you're like removing yourself from it. Yeah, you have this acquisition card. This is my fancy couple card for obvious reasons, Aquarius. And I do feel you could be attracting a person that you will be, coupled with. So definitely a good love. I feel other than a past person, it could say that there's someone coming in for you. You have this secrets card. It's actually a good card. This secrets card, it represents looking into secrets, not like secrets, but, things that you don't know about. We kind of said this with the Page of Swords. That's what this card reminds me of. It's like a card of looking into things that maybe where you don't have the answers, but these could be things that could improve your business or your love life or any other area of your life. So don't just be like, oh, I don't know how to do something when, the internet exists. Like, there's no excuse for not knowing anything, right? The other beautiful thing about the internet is we don't have to know anything, right? I can look anything up in 3 seconds, right? I can find any answer to any problem that I need. And now with like ChatGPT, it can answer legal issues and things like that. So it's like, we have options, people. You have this Lost card. This is Saturn and Pisces, and we have Saturn and Pisces right now. And we have had Saturn and Pisces for a little while. I would say that if over, like the last 2 years, you experienced a loss, this is something that you could still be processing or thinking about. It could be any type of loss. It's coming up here because, again, Mercury retrograde, you're probably just processing this information. And finally, you have this devotion card. Yeah, like I said, if you're meeting someone new, I feel really good about this. I feel that there could be a very solid connection, someone who's very devoted to you. I also feel for most of you that you could be devoting yourself to, stepping into this new world, like I was saying, crossing that finish line and working on your 10 of Pentacles. Really good reading. I actually like where this is going, so different for once here, Aquarius, but thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.